Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 52 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Johnson jostles free, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. Again, he targets Ridley. This time it's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 2, Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So made. Times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kerryon Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try.
Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now for the point after. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark.
And that's the goal. That's the benchmark that every runner in the NFL is trying to get to. And he's locked in on it pretty well right now. And I would suspect that his linemen are locked in pretty well, too. They know that if a guy gets over 100 yards, they've done a great job, too.
You think every starter sort of has the number 100 in his mind before a game?
I guarantee that they do. That's what they think about. That's what they dream about. That's what they visualize during practice all week. 100 yards, because once you get there, it's almost like you hit that number, boom, you might even get to 2.
2nd and 2. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jones. A final shot before break. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. Jones now on 1st and 10. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Lutz is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll hand it off now. Johnson powers through him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. D.J. Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Falcons offense set to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Callaway there to make the grab. And the Saints might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
83 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating.